We've been talking about the Cancer Playbook the entirety of the Tour Down Under, and I just wanted to give you guys a little more information. It's a groundbreaking resource that's changing the way patients, caregivers, and survivors navigate their cancer journey. Designed by survivors for survivors, Cancer Playbook combines the insights with cutting-edge technology to bring you a holistic approach to solving this cancer problem. This isn't just another cancer guide. Cancer Playbook is built from the real experiences of those who've walked the path before you. With survivor-led wisdom and evidence-based strategies, it provides hope, practical tools, and actionable guidance for patients seeking to improve their quality of life and healing. Now, enjoy this final round coverage. The conclusion of the 2025 Taupō Disc Golf Classic is happening right now. This presented by Kosana Honey. If you want to check out this Manuka honey, go to kosananewzealand.co.nz to support them and get a little honey that's good for yourself. My name is Luke Humphreys. Join in the booth to give you this action play-by-play, Mr. Taupō Omen.
How's everyone doing out there?
We are at Spa Park in Taupō, New Zealand, right here in the middle of the country, largest freshwater lake in New Zealand. And this is my favorite course that I've played down here. It's fair, it's fun, it's fast with that dry ground, and it's really just perfect conditions for a Sunday.
Yeah, I'm really stoked that I made it here for this one this year.
We got a tie atop. Braden sides, Aiden Scott, 15 under apiece. It's been a learning process for all of us. It's pretty new to this course, but I think the more that professionals, especially these guys, play the course, the more that we're going to start shredding it up.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for them to go maybe even double digits today.
Interesting. In this wind, it's picked up a bit today.
It is probably a little more windy than the first 2 days. You're right.
Not crazy wind, but it's definitely more present.
Yeah, not like last week. Chandler Fry knows about that wind last week. He made a late push. What is going on? Is this sunscreen?
Sunscreen there.
Yeah, Chandler's late push at that Taranaki event was incredible. See if he can do it again today. Rounding out the card, Ezra Robinson throwing Discraft. He's going to dial it in soon.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are all going to be chasing down this dub, but they got to stay present. I mean, this is their last round in Taupō. Just enjoy it. Put down some good golf. See where you're at the end of the day.
Yeah, when you get to hole 8, definitely take a peek at that river and just marvel at the blue.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Take a mental note.
Yeah. So looking at the scoreboard, not too many people really in contention. I think those 11s definitely could, but 9s, 8s, they're kind of playing for second and third.
I think so.
It's going to be one of these top 2 guys, most likely. What a great starting hole too, man. This is what I want to see in a starting hole. I don't want it to be too challenging. I don't want the player to look stupid right off the bat. I think they should be able to throw a shot that lets the disc fly.
Yeah.
If it's not super challenging, just get them off, head down to play your round, really.
Yeah.
Sometimes like Procol.
Get your vibes started, but not just like a true, this is the hardest test of the course right here.
Yep.
Last round, MPO 2025 Taupō Classic by Kosana Honey. These are the best in the business. This is the show to watch. Thank you guys for being here. I want to introduce the first man on the team. He's representing Castle Class, and he wants to give a big shout out to his friends and family watching back home. I also want to give him a congratulations because yesterday he shot the Taupō Classic Tour record and the highest rated round that's ever happened at Spa Park. Please welcome Braden Sides!
Thank you.
Ken, Steve, and staff here in Taupō really showing what they got down in New Zealand.
Dude, what a crew.
Amazing club that just put together a fantastic event.
Ken.
Spotters everywhere. I mean,
the volunteers were insane.
Yeah.
Ken referencing that second round 9 under course record, which came in at 1068. Hottest round ever shot on this property.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and that's pumped.
He knows it's good.
He's going to be all the way up on the hill. What we've seen, if you're there, you can see the basket.
Yeah.
A lot of the other positions you're landing in, you don't get to.
He cares. He wants to give a big shout out to all the people back home. We're giving him a ton of support, especially after yesterday's round. Please welcome up Aiden Scott!
He's gone 7 under, 8 under. The kid plays this course really well. His putt has been on fire, very direct spin putt. It worked incredibly well last week, and he's just continued with the momentum.
Another great drive.
Getting it to go right, which is nice too. Not finishing as high on the hill, but closer.
He's stoked about it. He's made the Mandos.
Say a big thank you to the entire New Zealand community. I can tell he's loving it here, and we applaud having it here. Everyone, please welcome up Chandler Fry!
Ken's right. Chandler's having a great time
Yeah.
off the course, and he's made lead cards, so it's obviously transferring to on the course. Nothing's out of reach here, you know. There's a lot of OB out here. Chandler and Ezra definitely have a chance to catch these guys, and quick.
Yep.
First few par fours don't go your way.
Oh, that's the best.
I love it.
Great position. Oh, it's the best by 2 meters. 2 yards.
Needs very little welcome, needs very little introduction, I say. He's representing his craft, and he's also feeling it. He wants to say hello to family back home. He's missing us, and they're watching today. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Ezra Robinson!
If anybody in the bunch can get hot,
Yep.
it's Ezra.
Dangerous at that 11 under number.
Yeah. That's not what he's looking for.
I think that's 0 for 3 making the Mando on hole 1. No, he's bogeyed this hole the first 2 days. Now finds himself at the drop zone.
Hey, we saw him lathering up with some sunscreen.
It's
maybe
true,
there's some
honestly.
Residuals somewhere.
That couldn't have been that long ago. He was standing on the tee pad.
Yeah, grip is everything this game, so. Does appear like there might be a bit of a grip issue.
I think he was just going for the green on that one.
Yeah.
The wind may have gusted it up as he turned it over to the right. Braden, he can see the basket here. The wind is left to right, though, so I like this width. That's what it was going to need.
These guys are catching the top of the hill. That's the play, just a bit short, but
Dude, he got the sandy skip. If that would have been grass, I think it would have centered up a little better.
the wind was ripping up this hill towards the basket. You definitely could not feel severity from your second shot.
Oh my. Just a couple feet long. That's for bogey for Ezra Robinson. Not the way you want to start.
Bit of a tester. Forward.
Talk about a tester. That's 36 feet staring at death right there. Chandler just going standstill from this great drive. Oh, and that one's just really not committed.
It's all right. It's pars on the first hole, not terrible. You just don't want to let things get out of hand too quick here, you know?
This is one of the hardest 70-foot layups that exists.
Talk to everyone that played Ivy Hill Pro Worlds.
You remember some hard ones? No way. To start the round, 36 feet. It's a little statement putt right there from Aiden Scott.
Statement putt indeed.
Oh, no.
Felt forced to go after it.
I mean, there was 100% a thought in his mind that he should lay it up.
You're just so close. You're like, I don't lay
Oh,
these
no.
putts up.
Oh, no.
It's got a decent
It
edge.
stayed in bounds. Rolled a circle's edge, though, outside circle. Now for double bogey.
Oh, clean up.
Wow.
Love that confidence.
No kidding.
He is not shooken.
Man, if you take hole one out of this competition, Ezra he's like tied for the lead.
Wow. It's crazy, though. You got to play all 18.
This guy right here, gutsy putt.
Gotta have it.
Yeah, stayed in bounds. He took a 7 on hole 1. I mean, talk about just taking out hole 1.
Yeah.
Aiden Scott, he probably wants to keep it in.
Yeah, he wouldn't be too stoked about that.
Chandler Fry with the par. It's not a bad par. This was the second hardest hole on the course. There were only 4 birdies. You and I being one of those, you just saw one of them. The fourth, Mr. Robert Burridge.
Touché.
Yeah, nice bird, bud.
Yeah, that wind was just ripping at the top of that hill.
Yeah.
Now, still at the top of the hill,
Yep.
we're throwing down hole 2, nice little par 4. 751. I mean, you're downhill, so it kind of breaks down probably into the 600s.
Yep.
But a lot of these guys can just get so much distance off the tee, throw it down. Kind of just leaves you with like a little putter chip shot.
Yeah. That's a good look at his grip right there. Look at his fingers totally tucked onto that rim. That's a destroyer.
Gonna flatten it out.
Yep.
I love this.
Crushed.
Stay under that tree. Oh, yeah, it's fun.
I think that was a little depth
I
perception.
don't think he loved it. With the body language there, he's just telling me he didn't love that, but that was a mash.
It was huge.
Hit the hill perfectly and just shot it.
I felt like the wind was pretty gusty when I played this hole and played very stable and short of the OB, that peninsula that kind of comes in.
It switched up today.
Yeah, it felt very gusty, and I didn't want to make a mistake off the tee. Aiden, being the wind read, throws such a good disc down there.
It was behind us today, was the thing. You could really trust a disc out flat, and look at that dust even just blowing across it. The wind was behind us, and I got extra distance on this hole today. Look, all these guys are getting down to the flat.
Way down there.
And I realize it's the third round, and, we're making some adjustments, but the wind's just carrying these discs down.
Yup.
Lift.
There we go.
This could be the biggest challenge. Oh, it's probably the top of the hill. Yeah, it's just going to check. Those other
is.
guys just hit the
Yeah.
downslope so well.
He honestly may have clipped some of that tree.
Got you. Still, pretty stock shot here.
Definitely a sock shot for him. No problem. The way that hill comes up on the left side plays perfect for the righty hyzer. You don't see many people go out of bounds. We did see Robert first round, but that's a height issue there. Not going to skip out.
Beautiful berg shot from Braden.
That's what I was thinking. Beautiful.
Yeah.
It was just pretty. When he does what he does, as smooth as he does, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching Braden play.
Got a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of him.
Yeah, he's a hustler. He's putting the work in.
Great golfer.
Aiden way up there. Oh, hot skip on that A5. I think he was trying to play it under the tree and probably just threw it a little hard.
I got a feeling he'll be all right, but yeah, definitely making sure to get it there. That fast grass. Give him just a little bit of work to do, but no problem.
He sneaks him over the rim as good as anybody. Like, as good as Kale.
Who? No, jeez. That's my boy.
Currently leading the MP40 division over in Arizona.
I'm surprised you even mentioned that. And a nice star frame from the card here.
That's how you're supposed to do it, especially with this downwind right to left. It
Yeah.
just allowed you to throw a bomb all the way down there. And if you're staring at that basket, it is very easy to get close.
What do you think about this little par 4?
I think that wind was a little more headwind than we've had in the past.
Yeah.
But this one, I kind of want to see it. I don't know if I want it lengthened or something so that you don't slide up onto the hill, so that you have to throw from like 40 feet back of the hill.
Think that.
Because it gets very simple once you've delivered a drive onto the hill, kind of slid up.
Yeah.
You're only like 200 feet away.
Well, some guys.
So I'm basically saying I want to see another star frame.
Yeah, for sure. This is definitely the way you want to start your round with these par 4s. Just pick them apart. Just run
Perfect.
this hill.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Kind of snugged up to that tree. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah,
And
little
it's-
standstill putter from there.
This has been Braden's favorite destroyer this week. Great stability, pretty neutral. Kind of hits it on hyzer and then flips up to flat. This could get a
Down, I
crazy
know,
skip,
that's
though,
exactly what I was thinking.
and does.
It was just too center cut of the fairway. It was flat, but once it got edged, that was trouble.
Had some late stability to it for sure.
Yeah,
Really want something that's more neutral.
that's a mistake. It's unnecessary. This needs to find the ground as well. No, he's got it flat. Wow, he's throwing.
As long as he's not behind that cedar, large cedar, whatever it is, he should be okay.
Just again, like piercing the center of that, like not taking it over that tree. I feel like it just, if you're not throwing something understable, it's bringing in that OB on the left side.
This is hyzering. Yeah, this is great.
Tree.
Good position for everybody, and we're not going to see the star frame as we did see the out of bounds drive, but that position that Braden's in should be good. Aviator 3 from Chandler. I'm guessing we're going to see another. Oh. Pretty cool shirt Chan's got on. Did you see that? Got on the Taupō Classic disc golf shirt.
They've got some great logos, honestly.
They really do. Yeah, the branding of this entire tournament, really sharp.
Yeah.
Kudos to Steve, Ken, the whole team, in addition to Henry and all of his staff. Man, we got so many good volunteers here to talk about. Could go on and on.
Yeah, the spirit of disc golf is alive and well here.
That's that little robin spin from the hip.
Is that yeah, that got the most votes?
It did.
Robinson?
It got the most votes from the last event. The only problem with it is it doesn't like tell the other story, which is that Katrina Hamlin was doing it before Ezra was in diapers. I don't know the exact timeline. That's my guess. Okay, 24-footer to keep the momentum going. And this hot start.
Bang, bang. This boy came ready to play.
Yeah, I think he's showing that he's the best putter in New Zealand right now.
Well rested and focused.
Chan, unfortunate par after that weird second shot, but that's what happens when you get too far right off the tee.
Yeah, he thought he maybe had to turn it over, like force that ABR X3 over.
Yep.
He had a funky little stance too on the hill. Might have caused the body to move that way.
All right, Ezra back to even par on the round after that weird start. Headed into par 4, hole 4. This is one of my favorites because you can play this thing a dozen different ways. You can also mess it up like 24 different ways.
I think this is my favorite hole on the course.
It just falls away anywhere that's not fairway. Inbounds, really big deal. Most of these guys have been playing aggressive, but I do like this little layup play.
Yeah.
See if we see it from anybody.
Doesn't look like it here.
The shot plays about 460 feet.
I think we've seen.
Come on. Nope. That left to right wind has been consistent every day and is there again, just holding discs outright, not letting them come back.
Did he make a similar mistake yesterday, or am I just delirious from sun?
Nah, he did. Yeah, he flipped that destroyer up yesterday. That yellow one that he's throwing. Is this going to stay in bounds?
A little checking.
Is not. But he's going to be inside 200 feet.
Yeah, easy up and down for par, but
I could see another robin spin happening. He threw that drive perfect the first 2 days. Had eagle looks.
just a bit high. All of our players with the foot on the gas pedal.
Is this just going to dig?
It's got to.
Hard ground right here. Dead grass.
Yeah.
Baked ground.
It's an aggressive play.
It is.
Fortunately, it's caught up with a couple of our card members.
Yeah, everybody going for it here. Talk to me, Chan.
Stability.
Get left. It did.
Oh,
It's perfect.
pace. and stability. What a shot.
Dimed it. So he'll be exactly where Braden and Ezra, but he'll be in bounds. You can get yourself in trouble with this one. Very fast green. A5 from Aiden.
I like it, though. You push that back wall of trees. This is a magnificent shot.
That's so good.
Kept it low.
Yeah. Blind basket.
Look at that touch.
Really good. Didn't leave the pole.
He's just a lot of those cast to blast players and even open bag players are throwing that berg, man. And every time I see it flying, it just works so well.
Yeah.
They dial it in.
Yep. Ezra trying to run that birdie. He's going to be left with about 25 feet. Chandler looks more like a layup.
Yeah, he said, I'll take my 3 and move it on.
Yeah. Ezra was super aggressive with that approach every day, trying to get that basket.
He's not really interested in pars at the moment. He knows to win, he needs all the birdies, especially after that first hole.
Well, it's going to be 3 pars in Chandler's birdie, picking up a stroke on everybody as he needs to get himself back into the conversation here. Great approach, though, by Aiden.
Good cleanup. Chandler enjoying some views.
Yeah, this is the spot right here.
Having a PDGA membership is one of the best ways to engage and compete with your local disc golf community. Being an active member gives you access to thousands of sanctioned events and leagues around the world. From local events to majors, there's an event out there for you. So sign up and join the over 100,000 active members today. Visit pdga.com/join to learn more, and we'll see you out on the course.
If you want to know what a disc is going to feel like before you get it, you have to check out OTB Disc. The first thing I'm looking for when I grab a new disc is the feel of the disc. It's got to be confidence instilled. Virtually in your hand tells you what the disc is going to feel like, how heavy it's going to be. It's everything you want to know before it shows up to your house.
It's really, really helpful in not only finding a disc that looks beautiful, but is also exactly what you're looking for it to feel like. Of course, when you're dealing with OTB, you're going to get only the best.
Hole 5 works great for a forehand, ideally a flex forehand, because there is just like this one 8x8 post.
Yeah.
It's just kind of in your way. It would mess with me if I was throwing a backhand too, I feel like.
I don't know why you're looking at me and talking about forehands, but yeah, keep going.
No, I just talked about the backhand while I was looking at you. The Mando comes into play. I feel these backhands though.
The backhand is so like, well, you don't have to like knife hyzer it, but with the wind, typically.
Doesn't it look like his hand almost hit that post?
Yeah, for sure. It almost looks like his disc is about to hit the basket.
It really was.
Lordy.
Oh my goodness.
That was gorgeous.
Pop's giving him the knucks.
Yeah, that was beautiful. He got a great big smile on his face. This is a high traffic area, so it's a good time to show some tourists what disc golf is all about.
Yeah, it is.
That would have been a fun time to ace. This is,
Oh, it's going to be good. Oh, he just burned out a little early, but circle's edge short.
he's fine. Yeah, those roots right there. So for some reason, that's like a collection zone.
It is.
Come on. Find the front of that hill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we saw yesterday he just barely went over, missed
Totally.
the putt, took the par. And you called for the hill.
He got that one a little more flat, I think. Yeah, I was feeling his pain from yesterday.
This is a bit of an understable disc, I think, from Braden. Yeah. If I was his caddy, I would have told him to stable up a little bit.
Yeah.
There's some wind you can't feel on the tee box. It's just blowing straight up that fairway.
I think that post you were talking about, too, kind of pushes people to throw that over there, but there's plenty of room to work that disc further right to left. Like, you don't have to throw it straight down the middle of the fairway.
No, you're exactly right.
There to the right.
But that post does define what you're able to throw.
Yeah.
Dude, one of the things that I just noticed is he's been going through the same routine every time he steps up to a putt. His little pre-shot, the little motions he's making, it's all extremely consistent.
That is a huge part of a great golfer's game, I feel like. Just a routine. Get yourself comfortable and run what you've been practicing over and over in your backyard.
Yep. Chandler, nice birdie from him, nearly ringing it up.
Gorgeous.
All right, heating up, 3 for 4. I guess the entire card is 3 of their last 4. Except for this guy.
It's a good time to get hot.
Yeah, it is.
Some par 3s coming up. Tricky par 4, but this is the time to start opening.
No doubt, no doubt.
Wow.
And this one, fairly simple, except if it's extremely windy. This headwind left to right is definitely going to play into these players' mind.
I definitely found myself stabling up today.
Yep, same.
You could not throw the same disc on the same angle.
Could not. Get up. Get up. Oh, it did. Perfectly.
Chip, 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 chip.
Oh, it's so good.
He's relieved.
It landed on the perfect spot, the crown.
Braden's got his phone out.
Looking at scores, maybe. Look at that trust right
3
there.
already.
Underneath the tree. Park job.
Pink. Needs to put that phone away and focus.
No kidding.
Because Aiden Scott is on a absolute tear right now.
Yeah.
This was a perfectly thrown drive.
Yeah, he's on the warpath, man. It's a PD2. Trusted it in the headwind to actually flip a little bit with how much hyzer he threw.
Yeah.
He knows his frisbees. His putt's looking good. He's in the lead by 3 on this card right now.
Digging this.
Oh. Also really good.
Oh, he's get to putt from the shade.
Like I was saying early in the round, we've had so many chances now to play these holes in different winds and different conditions in a tournament. We're going to dial this thing in. If we could sit out here for 2 weeks, the course record would be 15 under.
That's the name of the game for these guys here. There it is, Braden.
Wow.
That's what you're going to see.
Yep.
Lead card here on this hole. It's not a mystery.
Pure angle the whole time. That middle height so that you get the movement on the ground.
Yeah. Doesn't just check.
Perfectly played. Now Chandler, the longest putt of the group, at 16 feet, looking like a star frame.
No problemo.
Yep.
I played with a Kiwi today, and he was a lefty. Hadn't seen anybody really dime this hole up with a forehand or anything like that. This guy put it under the bucket.
Forehand?
On the left side of that tree. No.
Oh, backhand. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
You're talking about Johnny.
Over the gully.
Yeah. Played with him yesterday. He's got a lot of game.
Stud.
Star frame for the boys. 5 under through 6 holes for Aiden Scott. Chandler just 1 back of that pace. And Ezra's got about the same amount of birdies, just that double. He can pick it up, though. There's plenty of time. And some of these holes on the back 9, 16, and 17 particularly, anything can happen. 2-stroke, 3-stroke swing, super easy.
I mean, anything can happen on this hole.
Yep.
You get a disc trundling down the hill.
This ends up being one of the hardest holes on the course to birdie. It's actually tied for the hardest to birdie.
That This is going to be a tough way to birdie it.
And it's gonna be a tough way to par it, really. I mean, he's so
Slide one down.
Yeah, I hope it stops.
Yeah. This is
Super wide.
to see.
It's true. Look at it pan back out. Oh,
The line was perfect.
Aiden's
How far up the hill he got.
such control of his discs right now. Ezra looking good in that AB wear. AB's got to have the best jerseys on tour. What do you think?
No comment. No, that boy, yeah, it's crazy. You walk around, all the fans are adorned in his outfits.
Yeah.
The boy's making good gear.
Yeah, he's making good gear. He's also just a stylish guy. He's over there in Arizona competing for the win.
How's he doing?
A lot. Can't let these viewers.
Can't give up that stuff.
I'm
Sorry.
Is this really gonna turn? It did yesterday perfectly.
The wind was different today. I switched up my shot. It's like a bit of a, it's just not letting them like float over there. I know you said you saw a good one today, but
Yeah, Francis Orange.
Braden just threw this shot so well yesterday with that same disc, I'm assuming, and just wasn't working.
Yeah, this feels sketchy. Yeah, Chandler got about 16 feet, 17 feet left. It looks like not dead. This one got to a great position for Ezra. Snuck past that little bushy tree on the corner. And good flag.
Yeah.
That was 70, 80 maybe.
Oh my gosh, it is so far downhill. Wow.
Aiden Scott pouring it on, 4 up now on this card.
That's how far he got up the hill. All the way.
He's outplaying Braden, turning this thing into a one-horse race.
He's kind of he's in the league of his own right now.
Yeah. Crazy to see. You know, when Aiden popped off at the Champions Cup 2 years ago, a lot of people didn't know who he was. Got a top 10 there, got his European Open bid, head over to Finland for the European Open, and played some pretty good golf. And this is not a surprise to people that are aware of Aiden's skills or have been watching disc golf for the last couple of years. He's got everything that he needs to succeed. He's got all the tools.
Fully kid.
Hole 8, I think it's just so hard to stop your disc on the side hill downhill. That becomes the number one concern.
Yeah.
This is a lot of Frisbee right here. This is a cloud breaker, European Open cloud breaker, speaking of.
Need to check or find that bush.
It is not checking. It is finding the bush, though. Wow.
It wasn't like a terrible skip, you know. That wasn't bad.
That was a fantastic shot.
I got a little straddle out.
Anywhere inside the circle, especially short left,
Yeah.
I think is a great spot. Long right,
Fantastic as a stretch, but he ended up in a decent spot.
dude. We saw Braden throw a Firebird to like
Wow,
park
Braden.
job. Are you serious? These guys are making it look easy.
Right on top of that hill, so you don't get the downslope skip. That was textbook.
That's why they're on the lead card, and I'm sitting here talking about it.
Okay. Nobody's really loving it at the hand. Okay, Mr. Bush.
We're looking at 3 birdies right now.
Yeah.
This was the Firebird. Braden threw the shot. Can he do it again? Look at that width, man.
Got a very clean mechanical stroke. Oh, we can do it.
Sit. Gotta sit. Okay. Did not deserve to roll out of bounds there. We're looking at another star frame. Unbelievable.
That was great. He didn't catch the top of the hill, but luckily he had a nice little basket to stop him.
Take in the scenery. Beautiful Taupō, New Zealand. All right, this is the furthest that we are. Aiden Scott, 24 feet.
Not a problem.
Same motion, same routine, same result.
He's looking very comfortable, very poised.
That's 4 straight. Looking at a star frame right here.
It's going to be tough to catch somebody that doesn't stop birdieing.
No kidding. No kidding. 7 down through 8 holes. I think that's now the best pace we've seen.
I mean, with this, maybe with the exception of this next hole, there's not a crazy amount of trouble for several holes. Lots of par threes, birdies to pick up.
Yep.
Aiden's,
Positioning himself well.
yes.
Headed into the final hole on this front 9. Plays best for the forehand like we talked about. Fairway moves out of sight to the right, so you can't throw this forehand too straight. You definitely want to skip it over there. The bigger you go, the further right you try and get. Then it's just kind of a fish hook green. Definitely want to play it wide with something like less stable forehand wise so that it can glide around the corner and doesn't really die down the hill.
Yeah. I know we talked about it yesterday about this being the most difficult par 4. Obviously, scores don't dictate that story, but
Got to get right.
got to stop going forward.
That was perfect.
Fantastic.
Kid's going to be hard to beat when he's doing this.
This is a very tricky par 4. The tee shot, you got to get some distance, but with the backhand here, you got to get away from the tree line, but the OB just starts to taper in.
Oh, Chandler had been throwing this one great, trusting it on the hyzer, flipping it up, and that one just bowled a little bit.
Yeah, just a ripping headwind today.
Creates a long hole. Yeah, Chandler had been doing it just like that. But even that,
Oh, in, I know.
pinched.
It looked like he didn't hit it as hard as he did yesterday, so, less pace, less flip, but there towards the end, it just peeled off.
Perfect. Right there by Aiden. Forehands in position A, backhands position D and C minus. That looks like Chandler pitching back out into the fairway. He'll still be 70, 80 feet short of the forehand drives. Now, we're just going for like a big Anheuser beach frisbee type putter here.
Yeah, the wind definitely plays. Just get it turned over. I just feel like these can end up so far in the woods, but Razor knows what he's doing.
This is coverall angle. Oh, look
what
at
a
that.
great reaction on the ground.
40 feet's really almost as good as you could do from there with a backhand.
Like I said, guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, we're 100 feet back of where those forehands landed, actually.
Out of angle, and it is coming out. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
Yes, 2 thumbs up, sir.
Yeah. And it actually ended up probably circle's edge with some stuff in his way.
Yeah, a little
not going to be an
obstructed.
easy putt. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It was just a beautiful shape and speed. This is just
Perfect. A little high. I think there are some branches that you kind of missed there, but
yeah.
that's a perfect angle.
I mean, he made it look easy.
Simple.
The drive and the upshot just pieced it up.
There we go. Both of those guys going a little less stable. That disc flipping up as it moves right. Perfect execution.
Shot for shot.
Can he get the birdie here? Be huge.
Can he? What do you mean? Can he? Hello. My name's Ezra Robinson. I'm here to birdie.
I'll play the hole as hard as possible and still get the 3.
I mean, he stayed out of the tree line. That second shot was gorgeous.
Dude, that second shot was insane.
And then, like we talked about earlier, you get yourself there. Nothing feels better is when you clean it up. Big old putt.
Nice. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I literally give Chandler those putts when we play.
Do we need to go back?
He doesn't ever miss it. No. Man, they look like chain height. You don't see it from Chandler. Obviously, that little knee causing issues for two of these guys.
And that was a very wristy putt. Looked like he, was just obstructed and maybe changed up his swing a bit. Just rose up on him.
Yeah. So one birdie with the forehand, one birdie with the backhand. Really can't tell which one's better, but that's
one for Braden too.
all right. Everybody getting those birdies. And really, Aiden Scott's in the driver's seat, man.
It does appear that way. He seems to be very comfortable. I know he got a little obstructed there and the putt didn't fall for him, but the guy is playing some golf and hitting some putts.
Look at that, though. Robert Burridge, 7 under through 12, jumped up into a tie for 3rd place. He's looking to spoil somebody's podium right there.
Why not?
Look at the trophies, too, man. Super, super cool. The amount of work that went into this and the amount of volunteers that have helped make this tournament a super special experience is phenomenal. And if you guys want to come to one of these Go Throw events, we are having them all around the country, and tickets are available at gothrow.com. The Hideaway already has some really big names. That's our first event, and we got the back-to-back world champion joining us, in addition to a bunch of other people. So check it out, gothrow.com. And definitely come join us for this back 9 coverage. Somebody's taking home this A tier right here. Who's it going to be?
I mean, one man is making it look pretty easy, but I don't think Braden's done yet, so.
And that guy right there might have a chance. We'll see you there. For Taupō, I'm Luke Humphreys. Come join us on that back 9.